Ciao Juventini of the world, welcome back on my channel. My name is Giuseppe. Today I already made a video where I was covering the news of the day, but I wanted to come back on something particular. I was already explaining a bit, but I wanted to come back to explain more, a bit more in detail about what I was reading. There was the title in Gazzetta who said Juve la svolta alla ripresa, ora comanda Bentancur. From the moment that Juventus will start back the Serie A, Bentancur will be the commander-in-chief, the master-of-chief. I wanted to come back on that. Why? Because if you follow my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Bentancur, and especially Bentancur playing as a playmaker, as a regista, actually the role that Pjanic is playing. If you see that they are writing Ora comanda Bentancur, now Bentancur is commanding, he's the boss. That means actually that Pjanic would be on the bench, because Pjanic is for sure not a mezzala playing on the right or on the left. That's not the role of Pjanic, because he has not the abilities, the skills to do that. He has not the skills to run up, down, fighting spirit. Those are all the skills that Pjanic actually missed, so that's absolutely not a role for him. Now, if you say that Bentancur is commanding, that means that you want him in the center of the project as a playmaker. And I'm fine with that only from next season on. Or already this season, but changing with Pjanic. I made a video time ago about Sarri's management mistakes. And his biggest mistakes, for me at least, was not being a coach, was not explaining the tactics and the techniques, but his people management skills. We had already problems with Emre Can, with Mandzukic. I will not come back on that, but apparently the way how he treated those people, like calling for 30 seconds to announce that the player would not be in the Champions League list, and so on, were not in favor of the coach. Now, we are in a moment that our midfield is our weakest part of the 11 players, or of the total squad actually. We didn't find yet the best solutions. And in some games where we played with Bentancur as a regista without Pjanic towards the middle or the end of the season, in not that much games actually, 3, 4, 5 games maximum, we saw that Bentancur was doing a great job. And that has led us to the final game, Juventus-Inter, where Bentancur was actually playing instead of Pjanic in the 11 players. Mentally, and the mental, actually, the people management is something that a lot of time in football we don't speak about. But players are humans. And Pjanic, he's a smart guy. I love Pjanic. But he's aware that he was not playing good. Can be due to injury, can be to a lot of things, but he knew that. And he knew that the biggest game of the season versus Inter, where we were able to take the lead even more, to make some gap with Inter, a young player was him preferred. Unfortunately, that was the last game of the season so far, because then we had the pandemic, the lockdown, and for 3 months we are not playing football anymore. So that guy, for all that time, he was only thinking about that. Frustration, being sad, some anger. And if it was a normal competition and 3 days later, 7 days later, he could have again his spot, he would have forgotten that episode quite fast. But now, this time, no. This time he stayed with that in mind for more than 2 months, nearly 3 months. And that's where actually Sarri has to show his people management skills. He needs to give Pjanic again a lot of confidence, a lot of trust. We know that Pjanic since 2 months, he's all over the place. He's the main man of transfer of Juventus. We see him at Barcelona, at Chelsea, at PSG, and probably 80% is not true, but what is true is that he will probably leave Juventus if we have the right offer. And he wants to leave. Today more than ever. 5 years are a big cycle for a player like Pjanic. I believe he will leave. So it's a guy that wants to leave, 1, he has already his head in another place, that 2, and he remained with anger and frustration for 3 months. Technically, I say it was totally right from Sarri to play Bentancur over Pjanic during the Inter game. And probably, if you want to start building your next Juve, it could be even be really important to play him again and let him grow in that role, because he's not perfect. But the people management skills are more important. The mentally training skills are most important in the moment. So that's why I really recommend Maurizio Sarri to start with Pjanic as a regista. You can still play Bentancur as a mezzala, or you can change, because we have 5 changes. That's a big revolution until the end of the season, so you can rotate them. But we need all the people, not only physically there, but also mentally. Reviewing our midfield, who do we have? We have Rabiot, he's already gone with his head. Everton, Tottenham, and more teams we don't know, but he's already gone. We have Ramsey, who was growing a lot as a mezzala, right midfielder, for the one who doesn't know what mezzala means. He was growing a lot, but we know that we are not sure if we can trust him due to his injuries. Khedira is coming back, but for how long? And Khedira is a man that is only playing 60 minutes. We saw that. He was a programmed, scheduled sub of Sarri. After 60 minutes in the beginning of the season, before his injury, he was subbed, always. So that's another one. Who do we have else? Matuidi. Matuidi, I'm sure he will be guaranteed of his starting spot. So Matuidi, we have Bentancur, we have Pjanic, Rabiot, Ramsey, Khedira. So it's not ideal. And Bernardeschi could eventually play there also. But yeah, let's see. Today, I would again recommend start with Pjanic, put some confidence with him, and as a trainer, take him part and say to him, Pjanic, gone or not, you did really great for Juventus. Let's write your name in the history of Juventus. Let's be remembered by all your supporters who loved you forever, finishing that league as it should. Being mentally present for the team, giving all your best. I trust you because I need you. And after the season we make some evaluations, and then you can stay or leave. Let's see with the Mercato what's happening, but be focused. I trust you, I need you. That's what I would do as a manager. I'm managing people. That's part of my job, and I would do the same. I would recommend that. So guys, thanks for listening to me. It's a kind of different video this time. Don't forget, tomorrow, Romeo Agresti on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. We have to hit that 1,000 subscribers. That's what Romeo deserves. We have to be all present in the live tomorrow at 8 p.m. my time. So be there. Don't forget it's live. We will count on you for all the requests you want. As we say, put a like on the video, subscribe, like, whatever you want. And Forza Juve.